Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we are going to remotely access a router through SSH, secure socket shell. One of the disadvantages of telnet is that it sends the username and password in a clear text. So whenever a hacker capture that packet, it know your username and password. So if you are working in a secure channel, you want to send your username and password in secure channel, you need to access the router through SSH, secure socket shell. For secure socket shell, you need a local user password, local username of the database which we already create, which is username is on1 and password is 1234556, a local IP domain, and it used RSA key to generate. RSA is an algorithm, Ravish Shamir Edelman authentication. Key is generated through RSA. So how to connect to a system? We already create a network. This is the same system, the same IP configuration, 192.168.1.2. this is the default gateway. This is the gateway IP address. I'm going to show you the running configuration. This is the password of the this is the username, and our password is 123456. Now this is the IP address of the Ethernet gigabit 00, and so on line VTY we also configure line VTY password is 123456. Now the username is already created. The second requirement is to create a domain. So I need to go to configuration terminal, IP domain name. IP domain name, suppose our IP domain is test.lab. This is IP domain. The third requirement is the key. The third requirement is the key in crypto key generate through RSA, and value is show me please define a host name other than router. So for this we need to change the host name to router. This is the host name router. It asks me to you need to change the router name from router to any other. So I need to change it from a router to router R1. Now I need to give crypto key generate RSA. Enter. It will ask me how many bits. So 1024 is the bits. You can give any type of bits for encryptions. Now go into line VTY 0 to 2 and change transport. If you do not know what to write next, just ask transport input. You have all these options: all protocols, none, SSH, telnet. By default it is telnet. Now I'm going to change it to SSH. So it is been through SSH you can connect to line VTY. So I change the transport input to SSH. So it is being configured in the system. And now I need to go into the system, any of the system, command prompt. This is the C of this system. SSH, you need to write just SSH and click on enter. It will show you how to connect, how you can connect from through SSH. so it show me that write SSH space/l, username is the Anwar, and target is 192.168.1.1. this is the target. From PC0 I need to connect to router 1. This is the router 1, and this is the IP address of the router 1 configuration. Click on enter. It is going to ask you about the password. So password is 456 123456. Sorry, it is the 123 password. Now I enter into our router 1. This is a router 1 through SSH. Enable. This is the password 123456. Now configuration terminal and so on. You can show running configuration and running configuration. This is the enable secret. The secret password has been encrypted. If I just write enable password, it will not be encrypted. This is the username, the same username and password, and this is the domain name, test lab lab, IP address of the Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, and so on. Line console password is 123 1 2 and 3. Login and transport input is SSH. So this is how you are going to connect through SSH from any system to any router remotely.